Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. I'm going to be going around watering stuff today, so this video at the moment has no subject. It's just going to be bits and bobs, a couple of blooms, some new buds, spikes, stuff, just as I go round that in the form of updates, I suppose you could call it. And this is the first thing. I don't think about these. Literally, they have no thought put into them at all. When I remember, I chuck them in there and give them a soak, give them a good shake off and just hang them back up, and that's all I've ever done. But watching other people's videos, it suddenly dawned on me they're still a plant, and all plants need some food. These poor things, I don't think have ever had any, well, certainly not much. So I'm just going to change these a bit now. The first things I'm watering today are Masdevallias, Restrepias and my Paphiopedilums. They get very low level feed. Yeah, they just never get a strong feed. That doesn't happen. So while I've got a nice low level of feed in here, I thought I'd give these some food. Probably kill them now. There's something they've never had. I don't remember the last time I ever put these in water that had fertilizer in it. I've just done the Spanish moss. They had a good soak while I went out and did something else and forgot them, so they've had a good soak. And yeah, I thought I'd give these a feed as well. That one up there that went bright pink, I was told that's a prequel to flowering, which it did, and lovely little purple spikes with yellow bits on the end that lasted about 3 days, so that was spectacular. Not. Exceedingly average, I'd call that. But unfortunately, because it hasn't done it before, I don't know what's going to happen next now. I know some air plants that they bloom from like the rosette of leaves, and then that part of the plant dies off and they shoot out near the base and grow like new plantlets and start all over again. But whether that one's going to do that or not, I don't know. But it's going to get a drink with a bit of feed anyway, because I would imagine if it had any stored reserves, it's just used them up, turning the leaves pink and blooming. So we'll give it a feed and see what it does. I think that might prove the point, actually. That was the last one that bloomed for me. You can still see the sort of dead spike bit sticking up. And that's pushed out a growth out the side. Yeah, so, yeah, perhaps that is what they do. What happens to the main plant after it's bloomed, I don't know. Do they die? I haven't got a clue. We'll wait and see. But that one's pushing out a new one out the side. Plantlet, whatever you call them on these type of things. So I've got no names for these. They had names when they arrived, but they were written on bits of paper and they went soggy and got thrown away. So I don't know what they are. I don't need to know what they are. But they're just a bit of fun that sit in the background. They don't cause me any trouble. They don't cause me any work, and they just sit there. And when I remember, I water them, and now they're going to get a bit of feed now and again, because it makes sense. It's a bit silly not to, really, wasn't it?